Uh, Sit down. Let me tell you a story. The story of a man long ago. Well, not so long ago, really, but long enough. That faced a choice. A choice, mind you, between power and peace, between a life of glory or one of quiet reflection. This man, Maecenas, his name carried weight, not just in the halls of kings, but in the very stars themselves. He was born into a noble family, you see, a descendant of those who ruled over planets, ruled over people. And oh, how they tried to pull him into the great game of empire building. They would offer him riches, more than any man could ever dream. And titles that would make the gods themselves envy his position. But Maecenas, well, Maecenas wasn't like that. You see, he didn't want to be king, no. He didn't want to sit on a throne or wield power like a hammer, striking fear into others. What he wanted, what he really wanted, was something that couldn't be bought or stolen. He wanted peace. Peace in his heart. The kind of peace that comes from walking under the shade of a tree or listening to the song of birds without worrying about the next war or the next meeting of lords. But, as life often does, it wasn't so simple. You see, Maecenas tried to leave. He tried to escape the weight of his title and his responsibilities. He boarded a ship. It was a humble one, and set course for a quiet moon, far away from the politics of the stars. He thought that that'd be the end of it, that he would find his peace there. But, things don't always go as we hope, do they? His journey was cut short. The enemies of his family, those who would never let go of the power they spent their lifetimes accumulating, they found him. Oh yes, they found him. And they didn't come with the gifts of gold, no. They came with ships of war, with soldiers, with threats of destruction. And Maecenas, well, he found the weight of his bloodline followed him wherever he went. Like a shadow he could never outrun. He didn't give up, though. No, not Maecenas. He fought. He fought with everything he had, not for power, but for the freedom to live as he wished. But the world, the galaxy itself, was a cruel place. The rebellion he had hoped for was weak. Few in numbers, scattered, overwhelmed by the might of the Empire. His dream of peace was slipping through his fingers like sand. But Maecenas didn't quit. He didn't stop trying, even when everything seemed lost. He realized that it wasn't about winning. It was about the fight. The courage to stand up for what you believe in, even when it looks like you're going to lose. In the end, Maecenas didn't return to his family's throne. He didn't seek out glory or fame. He stayed behind on that lonely moon. Not a king, not a warrior, but a protector of the few who shared his dream of the quiet life. I know he didn't win the battle. He found something far more precious. A peace that only those who have lost everything can truly understand. So, my little ones, when you find yourselves at a crossroads in life, whether it's power or peace that calls to you, remember Maecenas. Remember that sometimes the greatest victory is simply to choose to live on your own terms. And who knows, maybe one day you'll find your own quiet moon, and there you'll make your own peace, just as he did. Like, subscribe, comment down below, merch is in the shop.